Hey everyone, my name's Jessie. I make a couple of videos every single week, so make sure you hit that like and subscribe button if you do want to see more videos from me, and also turn on notifications so you don't miss anything. On to today's video, I thought I'd do something a little different. We're going to be talking about 10 ways to show your dog that you love them. So I was doing some late night reading and I came across this topic and I kind of just kept reading into it. I was looking up different articles. So what I've done is pretty much collated everything that I've read and put them into 10 categories for you guys. I just found this to be super interesting, so hopefully you guys find it interesting as well. Just a little disclaimer, I'm obviously not a scientist or a dog specialist or anything like that. I just found that these topics were quite interesting and they kind of made sense to me. So let me know your opinion, let me know what you guys think about it at the end of the video. And I thought it was such a fun little read, so hopefully you do enjoy the video. Now without further ado, let's get straight on to the topic. So point number one is to respect your dog's nature. And that kind of made sense to me because some dog owners, when you're walking the dog and your dog's sniffing other dogs' urine, or they're sniffing poop, or eating dirt, or sniffing other dogs' bottoms, you kind of need to let them be. When you're pulling them away from what they're meant to do, it's not really helpful to them, it's not caring for them, and you're actually just preventing them from being themselves. So this can actually cause anxiety and confusion in the dog because they don't understand what's going on and they're just being themselves and you're not letting them do their thing. I think that kind of really made sense to me. Just let them be themselves and just love your dog for who they are. Number two, have loving gazes and look right into their eyes. So according to some researchers, you should make eye contact with your dog when you're spending time together, when you're cuddling each other. So studies have shown that when you are looking deeply into your dog's eyes, when you're cuddling with them, you release this hormone called oxytocin, which is pretty much the love hormone, and it releases when you're looking into each other's eyes. Just like a mother and baby, it kind of forms a really strong bond with your dog. The next time you're spending time together and cuddling, look at them directly into their eyes and they will gaze at you into your eyes as well, and it's just their sign of showing that they love you and that you love them. Personally, I thought this was super duper cute because sometimes Zuko just stares at you for no reason, and now it kind of makes a bit more sense. Although I did read that obviously if you're looking at a stranger or a random dog's eyes out of nowhere and you're staring at them, it could actually be a form of dominance and it will have the opposite effect where it looks like you're trying to threaten them. So only do it to your dog or a dog you have a relationship with. Definitely not just a random dog on the street. Number three, play with them uninterrupted. So I guess with humans as well, if you're hanging out with someone and someone's constantly on their phone, it can be a little bit annoying and it feels like, you know, they really don't want to be there with you. Same thing with dogs, they don't know what a cell phone is. You know, if you come home and you're not giving them 100% attention, if you're taking them for walks, if you're playing with them and you're on your phone and you're not really playing with them, you're not giving them attention. I know a lot of the times we tend to do that because we are so glued to our cell phones these days, but it's really important that to show your dog love, you need to be giving them 100% attention so that they feel like they are being loved. Your dog needs face-to-face interaction with you to be able to bond, and although they don't know what a cell phone is, they don't want to be competing with it, so definitely give your dog 110% attention when you are spending time with them. Number four, rub their ears. Basically just touching your dog releases oxytocin again, so maybe like a pat, a little massage, some little brushing time will show your dog that you love them. So experts have said that when you do rub a dog's ears, a sense of pleasure actually runs through their whole body and they get a feeling of relaxation. And the same thing happens when you rub their bellies, which is another part of them that has really sensitive nerves. So this is why when you rub their ears or their bellies, they actually drift off into doggy heaven. And this has happened so many times with Zuko. You rub him behind his ears and he's just like sits down and he flops over. And the other nerve center for relaxation for a dog is in between its little toes or paws. Number 5, talk to your dog. I know everyone does it, and you talk to them like they're a little baby, you make your doggy voices with them. A research has found that dogs actually understand a lot more of the human language than we actually think. So it says, believe it or not, when scientists studied dogs using an MRI scanner, they found something interesting. Dogs recognize not only words of praise, but a praising voice as well. So the dogs will not only listen to your tone of voice, but also the words of praise too. Tone of voice and the words you choose can literally just tell your dogs you love them. I guess it's pretty easy to sometimes turn your attention to your dogs when they're misbehaving and you're yelling at them. They can sense that you're not happy, but by actually praising them when they're doing something cute or when they're being good, just laying there, when they're being calm, it can actually reinforce good behavior. And just remember to pay attention to your tone of voice when you're talking to your dog. They may not understand every single word, but they do understand a kind and calm demeanor. Number 6, lean into your dog. I thought this was super interesting. As humans, we like to express our emotion through hugs and kisses, and sometimes when you miss your dog, you kind of hug them and you just hold on to them, but that is not actually what they like. The best way to tell them that you love them is to actually lean into them, but also let them lean into you. So hugs are usually threatening and unwelcome to them, which is why sometimes when you give a dog a hug, they just try to get out of your arms, especially if they feel trapped. So just kind of leaning onto them and letting them lean onto you is a much better way to bond. So when they lean into you, that's pretty much their way of hugging you. I just thought that was so cute because Zuko leans on all the time. And when they lean onto you, just kind of lean back to tell them that you love them too. Don't push them away or crush them or move them. Just the right amount of lean, just a bit of pressure will let them know that you trust them and that you love them. Number 7, I think this one's pretty obvious. Prepare their favorite food. Food and love go together perfectly, whether you're a human or a dog. And it's the perfect way to show them that you love them. So it really shouldn't be a surprise. When you make your dog's favorite dish, they will love you for it. This doesn't mean feeding them table scraps or giving them lots and lots of treats all the time, which are both pretty unhealthy for them. But preparing a nice healthy meal with their favorite food shows them that you do love them. Number 8, use facial expressions when communicating with them. I found this to be super interesting as well. So this one came from a Japanese behavioral scientist, which pretty much explains that when a dog raises their eyebrow and they stick their tongue out, they're relaxed and they're happy. And scientific studies have shown that dogs can differentiate between human emotions and facial expressions. So that means you can try to hide your feelings, but your dog will be able to read your emotions from your facial expressions. How cool is that? So just greeting them at the door with a raised eyebrow and a really gentle, relaxed smile shows them how happy you are to see them. And if you can, try to raise your left eyebrow because that's the side of their eyebrow that's connected to emotions. So when they are happy to see you, they will raise their left eyebrow. Number 9, let your dog snuggle with you. Snuggling is awesome, but just don't go in for a big hug because it can be threatening and they think you might want to attack them. Whether you let them onto the couch or onto your bed, they love to lay next to you and just relax. So that kind of close contact brings them closer to you and it really shows them that you love them. And number 10, which I thought was pretty obvious, have fun together. So spend some time every day doing something that your dog enjoys. You can try teaching him a new trick or practicing old tricks, take him to the dog park, play with some frisbees, play with some balls, play fetch with his favorite toy. Teach them a new trick and put something fun into positive reinforcement. Just do tricks that will simply make you laugh and smile. Your dogs can feel your energy and your emotions. They can read it on your face and it's rewarding for them when you're happy and smiling. You can also just let your dog hang out with you. Even the smallest act, like letting your dog hang out with you while you're working, can make him feel like that he's part of your busy day. Pets respond to interaction, even the simplest kind. According to this professor of veterinary nutrition, allowing your dog to lay on your lap while you work at your desk on the last minute of proposal or lay at your feet while you type up that project that's due is likely to remind him that you love him, and it gives you great company too. Or maybe when you're watching TV, invite your dog along, put him next to you on the couch, or give him a little toy to play with next to you, and he can just be right next to you hanging out while you're enjoying your movie. I think we do that all the time, and sometimes I end up putting cartoons for Zuko to watch, and he sometimes really enjoys that, especially when there's little rabbits and birds and animals running around. Okay, so that is it for the 10 ways that you can show your dog you love them. Let me know what you think about these points. If you have any experience, or let me know how your dog reacted. I'd love to hear your stories in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. Otherwise, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye now, take care.